For the last 7 to 8 years, I've been coming to this 4-acre plot here in Hampshire to manage this incredible wildflower meadow. It's really florally diverse. It's a wet meadow as well, which makes it even more special. It's a great habitat for birds, for adders that are on the site, grass snakes, slow worms, and a myriad of butterflies. But there's one thing missing, and that is, of course, a wildlife pond. So stick around and see how we can turn this 4-acre site into something even more diverse. Now at this point you're probably thinking, why is he stripping off all that valuable nectar in those thistles? Well, because if I turn that way, they go on and on and on and on into the distance. So we're making sure there is still lots of viable habitat. We're not completely removing a single habitat on this space or on this site. We are just simply making way for more habitat, more diversity. So that's why I'm digging up thistle plants in mid-flower in the middle of summer. And the reason we're working here at this time of year, because you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just do it in the autumn or the winter when there's less insect life about? Good point. Well, oh, that is a goshawk. That is a goshawk right up there. Wow, that is the second time in my life I've seen a goshawk. That is a big bird. Let me get a clip. Sadly, it dipped behind the woodland over my shoulder before I could get the camera focused on it. But yes, wow, what a magnificent bird. Goes to show you the level of wildlife there is here. All this woodland surrounding this area is really good habitat. It's full of siskins, full of loads of birds at the moment, so great hunting ground for goshawks, and they will eat lots of other birds. There's a few more birds, starlings, that look a bit upset over there. There is on the other side of this area over there, there's a red kite nest in those trees. So yeah, lots of predatory birds. There's also the odd hobby around. There's swallows nesting in the barn, so good food source for them. I digress. So you were maybe thinking, why are you stripping off this site in the middle of summer? Well, simply put, it's far too wet in the winter time. Even in the autumn time, September, October, there is standing water in parts of this meadow. So really now, even here, the ground is still damp. So it's the only time of year I can get in here with a machine safely without losing a machine, which will be a very expensive feature, a permanent feature, no doubt. But it's the only time of year that I can get on this site safely to do these works. So yes, while the sun shines, let's make hay. So this is one of the species that are very common on the site. This is a beautiful slow worm, and I just spotted it as we were removing the turf and just thought I would move it to safety. So I'm going to go put it under one of the reptile tins. There's many of these on the site, which the customer has for cover for them, for basking on, so they can warm up. Obviously these are a legless lizard. They're cold-blooded animals, so they need the sun's warmth, which it's definitely getting today to warm up. But they are a really beautiful creature, and I absolutely love them. Very gentle, they don't bite, and they love eating mini insects, small slugs, and they really are a great bit of pest control for your garden. So slow worms, I definitely recommend encouraging them into your garden. Compost heaps are really good for them. That's where they will carry out their life cycle, spend a lot of time, and produce the next batch of offspring. So yeah, slow worms, absolutely love them. Great to see them on this site in such good numbers. Let's go put this one to safety. we now have some of the hottest weather we've seen this year. It's about 28 degrees here in the south of England. Some places this week are due to hit 30, so yeah, pretty hot, especially when you're sat above an engine in a digger with a glass window. It's like a little mini greenhouse. No aircon apart from the front window. Anyway, it's all going well. We have the bank at the back where I've squashed down all the turf, everything I've stripped off. We've marked out the pond, the shape of the pond. We've got a nice 9 by 7 metre, decent size for this paddock. And yeah, all we've got to do now is dig it and line it and backfill it and plant it. Stay tuned. After a sweltering day of 28 degrees, it's now time to crack on with this pond in the evening, because it really has been so hot the last couple of hours. We just took an hour out to go cool out and actually realistically buy some extra hose pipes to reach this pond, because the house is a long way up the top. So yeah, a long way to come down to fill this pond up, but had to be done. So we are now back. We're going to crack on. We've got a lot of the soil out, as you can see. Been a very busy day. Connor's been running around absolutely ragged with the wheelbarrow. Hats off to him in this heat. It's been ridiculously hot, and we have been taking regular breaks before you ask. So yes, we are nicely on with this pond now. We've got about halfway to go yet, so stay tuned. Well, it's 7:05 and we are both about pooped. We have been slogging through this very bright, very hot day. Sun is still beaming down at this time of day, and it's still 25-26 degrees and a little bit of a headache setting in, probably too much sun today. But we've cracked on well. We have dug out the pond to depth in the middle now. I've got the other half to dig out tomorrow and barrow over there. Connor, bless him, looking more like Omar Sharif by the hour with his improvised headset to try and cover the back of his neck to stop it from getting burnt. Yes, we have factor 30'd up, but it's still, when you're in it all day like this, yeah, it takes its toll. Yeah, so he's been barrowing like a maniac and doing really well, going back and forward to the soil heap. So yeah, hats off to him. I've just been sat above a hot engine in a little mini glass house. Not much in the way of air conditioning. Anyway, tomorrow's another day. We will get this pond dug out and then we can start thinking about the liner. Right, that's the pond officially dug. Time to get it lined. just like that, not only have I had a shave, the pond is almost instantaneous. Well, okay, it's taken many hours overnight to fill this pond, but it is now starting to look like a pond. Great to see a water body taking shape. It is just one of the best bits, that and the planting, and of course watching all the wildlife turn up afterwards. Waiting for the first dragonfly. I think it'll probably be today, because we have seen a few around. There's been southern hawker, emperor, common darter, broad-bodied chaser, so a real wealth of dragonflies already hawking over this meadow, which is absolutely alive with insects. Lots of butterflies, ringlets coming out now, one of my favorite butterflies. Got marble whites here, meadow brown, lots of skippers. Absolutely brilliant. Awful distraction, but really good to see. So yes, we're just waiting for the pond to fill up a bit more now. I'm going to start finishing off all the edges, moving all the soil about. You can see we've still got quite a bit of groundwork to do before this thing is signed off. So stick around and let's make the final changes before we throw the plants in the pond. Well, not quite throw them in, place them precisely. And I should say at this point, if you are looking to make one of these in your garden and you're in the UK, then drop us a line, inquiries@wildyourgarden.com, if you want to have a go at making one of these amazing habitats for wildlife yourself. We supply all the liner, the fleece, subsoil, boulders, seed, the marginal plants, lilies, oxygenators, everything you need to get one of these fantastic habitats. And of course, if you don't have the physical ability to build something like this, but you'd love to see something like this in your own garden, then drop me a line, inquiries@hazelwoodlandscapes.com. Obviously, I travel all over the UK making habitats like this, so drop me a line, I'd be more than happy to help. And finally, if you are enjoying the content you're seeing here today, then please do hit that like button and the subscribe button as well. It goes a long way to pushing these algorithms through YouTube and making these videos reach a wider audience, therefore helping to encourage more people to create more habitats for wildlife, and it's free. So thanks very much. If you enjoyed it, drop us a like and hit that subscribe. Now, I'm not saying that the insects of today's world are desperate for somewhere to lay their eggs. However, just over there, I'll put a couple of clips in now. There is already, it's just gone past me to this end. I can see it. Moving around quite quick. A female broad-bodied chaser dragonfly. Now, the tap is still on. This thing is still filling up, and there's already dragonflies looking to lay eggs. This is a female, as I say, and she's looking for a spot to oviposit. So she's testing the water. She's sort of doing this repeated sort of quick flight down to the water and coming back up again. And those are swallows, which I think are trying to drink. Come on, please, please, please. Let me step back a bit. So we've got broad-bodied chaser, female, already trying to lay eggs, and two swallows that are nesting in the barn. They could be youngsters, I didn't quite see them, they look like adults I think, already trying to come down for a drink. So it just goes to show you how important a wildlife pond really is. Well, very different weather today. It's a bit miserly and overcast, but hey ho, better than 28 degrees. Anyway, we are all now ready for planting. Look at that, 1x wildlife pond full to the brim, and now it's time to get all the native wildflowers in the margins of this pond. Can't wait, stay tuned. Well, there you have it. 1x wildlife pond, fit for a king, or maybe an emperor dragonfly. Who knows? There are certainly a few of those around, and as you've already seen, this thing is already being visited by dragonflies and the swallows, which I'll put a clip of in now. It has been absolutely wonderful to see them circling this pond, getting water on the wing, and indeed picking up some mud to go off and build nests for a second brood. So absolutely fantastic to see that. The pond is turning a lovely turquoisey colour now, and all the back has been levelled. I've now just got to put the seed on, and this will be an absolute riot of colour and wildflowers within no time at all. The bank will get seeded as well, and we've even, I'll show you over here, we've even made an additional habitat. Sorry for the wind noise, by the way. It's got rather blustery over the last couple of hours. Just down here, a mini hybridaculum with all the stones that we've raked off this very stony soil. So there's a nice little pile of those there. So the frogs, the newts, the toads, and the common lizards that are prolific on this site can use that as a hybridaculum in the winter time to see them through the winter. So, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you enjoyed this video? Have you enjoyed seeing me turn this patch of what was predominantly thistles and rushes into something rather special for wildlife? If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way to pushing these videos further through the algorithms of YouTube and helping it reach more people, and therefore helping more people be encouraged to create habitats like this. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Enquiries at wildyourgarden.com. If you're looking to build one of these yourself and you want the materials and the support, the plants and everything to do that, get in touch and we'll be happy to help. And stay tuned, lots more videos to come on all the ways in which you can help wildlife in your own garden. More, of course, from the Georgia Wildlife Garden as well, when I'm not halfway around the country making habitats like this. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned, stay wild. I'll see you all very soon.